There's something quietly fascinating about old buses. They weren't built to be glamorous. They weren't built to be fast. They were built to move people, reliably, efficiently, and without complaint. And yet, hidden within depots, scrapyards, and forgotten museum corners are machines so unusual, so oddly ambitious, that they almost feel like experiments from another timeline. Some was a BATT, engineering marvels disguised as commuter boxes. Others were bold design statements that the world simply wasn't ready for. Today, we're counting down 10 of the strangest vintage buses you've likely never seen before. Vehicles that challenged convention, redefined public transport, and sometimes quietly failed in spectacular ways. As we move through this list, consider which one surprises you most, and let me know in the comments. Number 10. The 1936 White Model 706 was America's early attempt to modernize transit with aircraft-inspired streamlining. At first glance, it appeared like a simple rounded city bus, but its design, language told a deeper story. Built during the Art Deco era, it featured a semi-monocoque body structure that reduced weight while improving rigidity. A concept still evolving at the time, came from a 318 cubic inch inline, 6 gasoline engine, producing around 90 horsepower, modest even for its era, but sufficient for urban routes. Its low center of gravity improved stability, and the SAPT, integrated body construction, reduced rattles common in older body-on-frame buses. However, maintenance proved more complex than traditional designs, and operators sometimes struggled with parts availability. It looked ordinary parked at a curb, yet structurally it represented a leap toward modern bus architecture. Quietly advanced, subtly revolutionary, a bus that hid innovation beneath conservative lines. Number 9. The 1941 GM Futureliner didn't just transport passengers, it transported ideas. Originally part of General Motors' Parade of Progress, this towering red and silver machine served as a rolling exhibition hall. At first glance, it resembled a bulky coach with exaggerated fenders, but its true purpose was far stranger. Built on a custom chassis and powered by a 302 cubic inch inline 6 producing roughly 145 horsepower, the Futureliner wasn't about speed. Its hydraulic side panels opened to reveal stages and science displays, turning small-town streets into futuristic showcases. Despite weighing over 15 tons, it managed steady highway speeds, though fuel consumption was substantial. Its height and limited visibility made driving it an art form. It looked theatrical but harmless, yet its presence symbolized mid-century technological optimism. A bus not meant for commuting, but for convincing America that tomorrow would be brighter. Number 8. The 1952 Leyland Atlantan prototype quietly rewrote bus engineering in Britain. From the outside, it looked like a standard double-decker, but its secret lay underneath. It featured a rear-mounted engine, a radical shift at the time, freeing up interior space and lowering the floor for easier boarding, powered by a 9.8-liter diesel producing approximately 125 horsepower. Significant low-end torque. It wasn't quick, reaching 0-60 in well over 40 seconds. But acceleration wasn't the goal. By relocating the engine, Leyland improved passenger flow and reduced driver fatigue. However, early cooling systems struggled with heat management, and maintenance access was tighter than operators preferred. To commuters, it was simply another red bus. To engineers, it was simply as a blueprint for the future of urban transport. Subtle on the surface, transformative underneath. Number 7. The 1955 Mercedes-Benz O 321H carried an elegance uncommon in public transit. Its rounded glasshouse and delicate chrome accents suggested a luxury coach rather than a municipal bus. The rear floor sat a 5.1-liter inline-6 diesel, generating around 110 horsepower. While modest, its torque delivery made it smooth and composed over long distances. The bus prioritized comfort, offering improved suspension and quieter operation compared to many contemporaries. Yet, early export models faced reliability issues in hotter climates, where cooling systems were pushed to their limits. It appeared refined and conventional, but its rear engine layout and weight distribution influenced European coach design for decades. It wasn't the fastest, nor the most radical, but its radical quietly redefined what passengers could expect from a long-distance journey. Number 6. The 1964 GM New Look, nicknamed the Fishbowl, became an icon. but its engineering quirks make it one of the strangest mainstream buses ever built, with its panoramic six-piece windshield. It offered unmatched visibility for drivers. Beneath the rear deck, a Detroit diesel 6 V71-2 V6 produced roughly 190 horsepower and abundant torque. For a city bus, 0-60 hovered around 30 seconds. Brisk by transit standards, its modular construction allowed agencies to customize length and seating. However, the high-pitched whine of its two-stroke engine became infamous. Maintenance costs rose as emissions standards tightened. It looked friendly, even futuristic, yet underneath it was loud, mechanically intense, and surprisingly quick off the line. A workhorse that line hid surprising character beneath a smiling face. Number 5. The 1967 Neoplan NH 6-7. Hamburg pushed design boundaries further than most dared. At a glance, its large windows and squared silhouette seemed conventional. But step inside, and you discovered a low-floor layout uncommon for its time, improving accessibility decades before regulations demanded it. Powered by a rear-mounted diesel generating approximately 210 horsepower, balanced efficiency with smooth urban acceleration. Its independent front suspension improved ride comfort dramatically. Yet the complex suspension and structural design increased costs and required skilled servicing. It didn't shout innovation, it whispered it, a bus that anticipated the needs of future passengers long before cities fully understood them. Number 4. The 1973 Crown Supercoach Theken looked like a heavy-duty school bus. Solid, boxy, unremarkable, but beneath its utilitarian body lay serious engineering. Built with aircraft-grade aluminum panels and available with a Detroit diesel 6-71 inline 6 producing around 238 horsepower, it was overbuilt by design. Some versions even featured turbocharged options pushing output higher. Despite its size, it could reach highway speeds confidently, with 0-60 times under 25 seconds, when unloaded, remarkable for a bus of its weight. However, its rugged build made it expensive, limiting widespread adoption. It appeared ordinary in school district paint, yet structurally it was closer to a commercial truck than a traditional bus, built not just to serve, but to endure. Number 3. The 1976 MAN SD 200 double-decker embodied German precision in urban transit. To most, it was simply another city bus. But engineered with a focus on modularity and durability, it featured a Paletti 11.4-liter diesel, producing roughly 240 horsepower and immense torque for city routes. Acceleration remained measured, but steady. Its robust frame allowed decades of service, with many units operating well into the 2000s. However, its weight impacted fuel efficiency, and early models suffered from corrosion issues in harsh climates. It looked conservative, almost plain, yet its longevity made it one of the quiet legends of European transport, a bus designed not for attention, but for decades of reliability. Number 2. The 1980 Ikarus 280 articulated bus stretched practicality to dramatic proportions. With its accordion joint and nearly 54-foot length, it appeared almost unwieldy. Powered by a MAN diesel producing around 215 horsepower, it relied more on torque than speed. 0-60 times exceeded 35 seconds, but passenger capacity was extraordinary. Its flexible joint design improved maneuverability in tight city streets, though maintenance of the articulation mechanism proved complex. It seemed oversized and awkward, yet it efficiently moved thousands daily across Eastern Europe, a strange silhouette that became an everyday necessity, proof that innovation sometimes looks ungainly before it feels essential. Number E. The E10 Jobai Bashajo Neoplan Megaliner redefined scale entirely. Towering nearly 4 meters tall, this double-Jan-Decker luxury coach was more hotel than bus. Beneath its sleek body sat a V6R diesel, producing approximately 500 horsepower and immense torque, allowing surprisingly smooth highway cruising. For such mass, 0-60 times were respectable, just under 20 seconds. It featured on-board kitchens, lounges, even sleeping quarters, yet its size limited route access and operating costs were significant. To the casual observer, it was just a tall coach, but in reality, it represented the ultimate evolution of road travel ambition, luxury, power, and excess balanced on 6 wheels. Vintage buses rarely make headlines. They aren't sports cars or supercars. But as we've seen, they carried bold ideas beneath modest exteriors. From rear-engine revolutions to double-decker giants. With the fine power, these machines quietly shape the rhythm of cities and highways. If one of these surprised you, share your thoughts below. And if you enjoy exploring the overlooked corners of automotive history, consider subscribing. There are many more forgotten machines waiting to be rediscovered.